Hello everyone and welcome to another TDR family gaming video. This is DroydTDR and today we're going into Aquatic Temple. The new dungeon is finally out. Yay! What can we say about that? Well, I was lucky enough to get into a dungeon quest, Aquatic Temple Insane Run. It was not hardcore and learned some strategies in this first one. So first thing is, ideally you let powerful DPS go, but also a tank and healer, because the tank can get them facing the other direction. I noticed this, you'll see this more in the other, later on in here, but it is something I've seen used effectively on the first hallway. But let's look at this first boss, and also a big quick shout out to Motive Play 2 who was hosting this, and I believe it was Zarya the Lowly who was also helping coordinate. So thanks for letting me in as one of the many healers. You had some amazing DPS players, and we've got some TDR stream team represented here too with Master Creeper and Spooky Uzio. Hello, shout out. Okay, this first boss, as far as I can tell, there's no real super strategy except for healers. Everyone else just dodge, try not to get hit by the balls. You can zoom out so you can see which way they're going, and the healers just need to make sure, because there's so much space, that their green circles of healing are overlapping the spaces so that as many people as possible get covered. And if you see someone that's not covered or another healer's like running around randomly, make sure to cover the people that they're leaving exposed. Okay, now on that corner there was the first time I saw the taunt tank actually being effectively used, and I was like, oh my gosh, why is not everybody doing this? It's fairly effective. You just basically have a tank with one heal, one taunt, and a healer close enough to keep them healed, go up and just drag the enemies facing the other way. Of course, duh. I've seen that in other dungeons. Don't know why we hadn't, in our one or two runs, done that on our streams ourselves. But anyways, live and learn. Here we go. Going to the next one, you can see I'm following a guy up here because, you know, there are healers in the back. There's lots of DPS in the back, and I figure this one guy might need a little bit of help. So that's what I was doing. I was coming up to support the one lone guy because there were plenty of healers in the other. But now you'll see the tank, boom, taunt. And pretty much everybody now shoots at the tank, except for the pylons. So you still have to dodge the pylons. But the spirit warriors, the guys that move around, they're all basically pinned and shooting towards wherever the tank is. So the tank runs to the outer wall. But as I've found out many times, you need a healer close enough so that if the tank somehow gets double, triple hit at the same time he gets hit by lines, that their one heal ain't gonna cut it, depending on how much health they have. So I have 331, and that just doesn't cut it sometimes. So you need to have a healer that's aware that you got to keep the tank alive. All right, so next hallway, tank first. You do have to dodge the first round, but then look, all the guys turn around and they start shooting at the tank. So you can just basically, as DPS, stand back there and destroy the mobs while the tank is leading them forward slowly. And pretty soon they will all be gone and you can go attack the next group. Easy peasy. Look at that. Just need enough DPS to clear the groups and you're fine. Then the tank, I don't think they really affect these pylons that much. They might attract one or two of the lines, but the tank's most effective against the guys that are moving or slightly moved. So there we go. Cleared out the pylons there. I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of good names for those. I don't know, the companion cubes, the Rubik's cubes, the Tron cubes, bits, the bytes. I don't know what the names are gonna be, but leave comments down below if you come up with some really cool names for these guys. Now, here come the Smashy Smashers, and the best thing here, just have the tank lead them up as fast as possible, and everyone can shoot damage from behind, but the tank just keeps leading them up. By the time you get to the top, as long as you keep the tank healed, which is why I was playing the healer role, trying to keep the tank alive as he's running up, taunting these guys, because by the time you get to the top, they're gone. And then the tank can just be focused on these guys. If they're not gone, a tank and with one taunt, one heal cannot survive these guys plus the guys that were dragged up. So it's really good to get the first group that's being dragged gone by the time you're up here so that the tank can survive through multiple group hits. All right, now let's talk about Boss 2. Boss 2, thank goodness he's not dropping rocks on us, but he does have insta-kill shots also, and that's it. When he slams the ground, if you're in front of that line, bam, look at that. Even if it just barely trips your toe, you're toast. So you have to get out of the way, otherwise you're done. You're gone. Now in this area, I just hope that it's bathed with green heals. And then you try and back out for the square and the circle, and then, here comes the line, and if you are the target and you have not sidestepped fast enough, then you're toast. So this is really a place where dodging skills are important. You need to be close enough to him and then immediately react when he turns and is about to slam the ground. Now, on that crosswork patch, that's, I don't know, it's not that hard, but you do need it bathed in green because it's hard to dodge the multi-crossing lines. But there he goes. That's basically the attack pattern. Smashy Smash, the big circle that gets bathed in green, and then he goes back to the big spoke wheel, which is pretty common with a couple of squares. Okay, moving on. Tanks up ahead. You can see doing a fantastic job dragging them forward so the DPS is not getting attacked except for the pylons, which should be easy to dodge because there's not that many, and sometimes they are not really shooting at the DPS anyways. So, tank, phenomenal job there. You can see, I don't know, is it Cool Boy that's doing it? I think so. He did a phenomenal job, and I was trying as best I could to make sure that one of my jobs was to keep both the DPS alive, but also make sure that the tank never died. Because when the tank dies, all the mobs that he's attracted will run back towards the spawn point where he is, and sometimes that's way far away. So you want to keep the tank alive at all costs. Alright, now we're on the final staircase, coming up to the boss. No big deal, same thing with all the others. You just taunt them up, and DPSs just stay away from the circles and shoot, shoot, shoot. Shootity, shoot, shoot. That's all you need to do. Stay away from the circles, let the tank and the healers keep the tank alive. Shouldn't be too hard, and then bam. And now, the final boss. The Sea King, like the Lava King, has a lot of different attacks. So you see he does the circles, and he does this square going out and in and out and in. It's pretty cool. And he's got the lines that shoot from side to side, and the bubbles, right? Now, lots of different attacks. You probably will get hit by one or two things here and there. Just try and stay near a healer, get bathed in the green stuff. As healer, I'm always trying to see, can I keep 2 or 3 people in my circle area here? And I'm less concerned about dodging and more concerned about, can I keep 3 to 4, 2 to 3, whatever people in this circles, or if there's a person doing the most DPS, I want to make sure I'm focused on them, if I know who they are. So, from this, dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot. It's about as easy as that. It's just sometimes you get multi-stack hit, and not too much you can do about that. That is the RNG of it, and that is just how some of these work, and sometimes you just get the unlucky drop or the unlucky multi-hit of multi-lines. But in this case, we did not get the unlucky hits. Kabam! We got him. We got him. Sea King is down. Long live the King. Alright, there you go. First win through raid in Aquatic Temple. That was Droid coming to you a day or two after it happened. Hopefully you found that useful, interesting commentary as healer or taunter tank. Some things you should look for, watch out for as a DPS, some things you might want to be paying attention to. This strategy seems to work. It worked 2, 3, 4 times. Every now and then we died a couple times too many and ran out of time, but hey, it works. So, leave a comment down below if you have other strategies you want us to know about, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.